Okay, so apparently I have a time limit on this program that I'm using. So this is SAQ Part 2. And if you haven't watched Part 1 yet, do that first, and then you'll understand why we're picking up where we are. So anyway, I was left off with this second student example that you see here. The most significant reason the U.S. declared war on Germany was because of their rising aggression with submarines. Previously, the USA had been keen to stay neutral, like how they're bringing U.S. neutrality in here, and not involved with the entanglement of the countries at war, but still interact and trade with so they could continue to grow and rise. It's a little bit ambiguous that you're using that terminology there. As trading went on, the U.S. supplied products mainly to the alliance, and Germany trying to prevent this sunk trading ships and told the U.S. to stay out, but this led to the U.S. being brought in to also declare war on Germany. Okay, so they are saying, I guess, because of the rising aggression with the submarines. I would have liked them to also mention the fact that they sunk passenger ships would be good in this one, and use terminology like unrestricted submarine warfare would be good specific terminology to use. They could have used words like a German blockade using U-boats would have been nice. So there's definitely several things that you could do in here with specific terminology from class to help explain the answer. And it gets a little confusing in the second part, but at least they did answer the question here. They just need to explain it a little bit better. All right, let's look at another one. The United States declared war on Germany due to the propaganda by the UK. All right, good. We've chosen a position. For example, British propaganda made people think that the German were evil and that they were out to take everyone's land. Okay. This caused the United States to declare war on Germany in an act of self-defense and to help out their allies. Okay. Pretty good here. I would say we probably should go a little bit more into detail with explaining British propaganda, but a okay answer here. But if you guys can see that, yeah, you definitely should be able to tell that you could have been explaining, you could have mentioned the German atrocities at Liège. You could have done a couple of different things here to make sure we understand how the British propaganda made American opinions turn against the war. But fairly decent answer there. All right, last one for part A. At the early stages of the war, the U.S. was neutral. Good. But the Germans caused them to change. Okay. After some violence against the U.S., Britain intercepted a telegram that was from Germany to Mexico. Yes, good. The Germans encouraged Mexicans to attack the United States if the U.S. joined the war on the Allied side. This shows the plans that Germany had against the U.S., causing the United States to react by joining the Allies. Very, very good. I like this explanation, except for one thing. They should have said that this was the Zimmermann telegram. You have to use specific terminology. If they would have included this was the Zimmermann telegram, this would be a very good answer right here. Okay, now let's get to the tougher one, B. Remember, what we have to do here is we have to compare and contrast and try to explain how another reason is not as significant as the first reason. So as you read these, understand that the student has already written about a first reason, and so now they're trying to write about the second cause of the U.S. getting involved. Another reason was the interception of the Zimmermann telegram. Good, way to use the specific terminology. From Germany to Mexico. The telegram was offering Mexico land in exchange for them joining the German war cause. Great Britain intercepted this and sent it to America, which is another reason for them declaring war on Mexico. Okay. This is a good explanation of the Zimmermann telegram. I like that part of it. But what does it not do? It doesn't explain why this is not as significant of a cause as their first reason. So in some way, they had to indicate why the Zimmermann telegram wasn't as important as the first reason they gave. So this might get a 50% on this one, but you can't get the full credit because you didn't do that second part of that question. All right, let's look at this one. The U.S. was neutral and out of the war when a ship of theirs was carrying goods to Britain. The Germans at that time held the naval blockade around Britain. The ship was the first of the U.S.'s that was shot down while on its voyage. This started to sway the United States away from joining the Central Powers. Okay. Not bad. They should have mentioned the specific ship, which was the Lusitania. They could have mentioned German U-boats. And I do how like they say this started to sway the U.S. from joining the Central Powers. Good stuff in here. But again, are we really explaining why this is a secondary cause compared to the most significant cause of that? They don't in any way indicate that this is the second or third or fourth or in any way subservient or secondary cause to the first one that they did. All right, one more here, and then we'll be all done, and you guys can get to work and prepare for the test on Monday. Another reason the U.S. declared war on Germany is that Germany sent a letter to Mexico, which was saying that if the U.S. declared war on Germany, Mexico should attack the U.S. Although this did give the, oh, I like the word although, this did give the U.S. reason to declare war on Germany. It did not give as good of a reason as when the U.S. ship was sunk by a German ship. When the U.S. ship was sunk, they lost men, and the ship, which affected them not by a lot, but did worry them. When Germany sent the letter to Mexico, it was not that big of a deal because the letter sent to Mexico was intercepted. Okay. This is the best one as far as actually, really, dog? This was the first one that actually tries to compare two of the reasons, and I like how they're trying to put that this is a subservient, or not subservient, but a secondary cause and not the primary cause. So I like how they're attempting to do that. And really do an okay job of that. I think the only thing they needed to put was, what's the telegram called? The Zimmerman telegram. That would help this answer. But other than that, it's a pretty good one. So, all right, hopefully this helps you guys, and hopefully this helps you understand what we're trying to do with the SAQ. Answer the question using specific terminology and reasoning from class. So good luck, everybody. I'm going to open up the SAQ that you can use. You can do another attempt if you so choose. Thanks. Have a great rest of your snow day. Bye.